I bought a newspaper the other day, which is not something I've done too recently, but I had to buy one because I needed to break a tenner. Actually, was the reason. So I bought a newspaper for 90p, the cheapest newspaper I could find, which was the I newspaper. So in order to get £9, 10p change, and I found this article here. That person in the middle is actually a Labour MSP called Monica Lennon, and I was shocked and appalled to discover that she is touring, literally it says touring schools ahead of launching a policy that she's got, which is some kind of retarded policy, which we'll get to in a minute. But the schools that she's touring to tell about her policy are primary schools, right? So this woman is Labour MSP, is touring primary schools to try to convince them about her case, her new policy, which apparently is to hold corporations responsible for the so-called environmental damage which they might commit, according to her, okay? Primary schools, right? And I thought to myself, has she absolutely no shame, okay? If a head teacher phoned me up and said, and I'm not an MSP or an MP, okay, but if a head teacher phoned me up and goes, Alistair, could you come in and talk to the P7s about the union? I would say no, okay? I'm not going to talk to little children about politics. If a head of a high school phoned me up and said, would you come in and talk about the union? I would say I'd only do it to the sixth formers. And even then, I'd really ideally want there to be somebody else there given the opposite point of view so that there could be a little bit of a debate. But I'm not just going to come in and talk to children about politics. That would be a complete abuse of power, in my view. Obviously not in her view. Okay, and that's not an SNP MSP who, I mean, I could understand an SNP MP or MSP doing it because they're just idiots. But that's like a Labour one that you're thinking, well, maybe she'll have a little bit more sense. But no, she doesn't. She's literally, and she's got the cheek to like sit there with these little children around her while she's mugging away for the media. Like, look at me talking to P7s about politics, about my politics. I think that's just absolutely disgraceful.